back to my channel. So today I really wanted to do a bridal makeup tutorial, and I'm actually going to be showing you two different looks. One for the ceremony, which is this look right here, which is more of like a soft, natural, radiant glam. But then I'm also going to be showing you how to amp it up for the reception and give it a little more va-va-voom. And I'm using this gorgeous new palette from Anastasia. So this is a soft glam palette. It's so beautiful on the inside, and I just feel like this is the perfect like bridal palette. You need this in your life. That's what I'm gonna say. Shout out to Izzy because she was the one that gave me the idea to do this like sort of amp it up for the reception, two different makeup looks video, just because we actually did that at her wedding last year. But also I feel like that would be really helpful for you guys. I mean, hopefully it is helpful for you guys because I haven't really seen any other tutorials out there. There are a lot of beautiful bridal makeup tutorials, but I haven't seen any that like amp it up for the reception. So hopefully this helps you guys out. And since I'm an Ipsy creator, I'm gonna be using the products that I got in my March Ipsy glam bag. Isn't this bag so cute? You get to draw on it. You get like little markers attached on it. And I actually drew on one of these for a giveaway that Ipsy's doing. So check that out. I don't actually know where the giveaway is happening, probably on their Instagram or something, but I'll link it down below, or I'll put more info on that down below if you guys want to check that out. But I just thought this was so cute, and there's a lot of good products in it this month, so I'm excited. Let's get started. And congrats to all the brides out there if you're getting married soon. Exfoliating is really important on your big day, obviously, because you want to get a smooth surface for your makeup to lay on, and you just want to make sure all those dead skin cells are off. So today I use the Trufora Triple Action Exfoliator. This one's really amazing because it actually leaves my skin feeling glowing and hydrated. It doesn't have that like tightness that a lot of exfoliators leave behind. Like they don't feel it. This one doesn't make you feel dry, is what I'm trying to say. Next up, we are gonna be applying the Labotica Transforming Liquid Foil Mask. I love this mask because it actually brightens up my skin a lot. Like I can see a noticeable difference, and it actually like tightens my face and my pores, and it just makes everything really smooth and nice and ready for makeup. So obviously we gotta do it for the big day. And you guys know I love masks, especially peel off masks, and this is a peel off mask. So I'm gonna wait like 20 minutes or so until it's like completely dry, and then just go ahead and peel it off. The fun part is you have to try to get it off all at once. Oh. We're gonna go in with an oil. I love this rejuvenating oil from Derma E, so that's what I'm gonna be using. I just feel like it's really nice to keep your skin hydrated, moisturized, and everything, because makeup always lays better on top of well-hydrated skin. For my moisturizer, I'm gonna be using this Tatcha water cream. This is just a sample size, but it's one of my favorite moisturizers ever because it's really, really lightweight and, you know, smooth. Then we're gonna hit it one time with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist, Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, I should say. And, you know, oh, new one. 3 pumps is all you need. Get those residues, get that stuff that's floating in the air. This stuff really gives me like a dewy finish to my makeup, so I always like to use this on special occasions especially. Plus, the packaging is so pretty that it just like puts me in a good mood. Wow, a lot of Tatcha products, but I love Tatcha skincare, honestly. And I'm gonna be trying out this new product from Tatcha. It's the Silk Canvas. I actually did try this out earlier today already, but I'm gonna be trying it out under the makeup. So what this is, it's kind of like the last step in your skincare. It locks in all of the benefits from your skincare, but also it actually primes your face and gets it ready for the rest of the makeup. You can put it on your eyes, you can put it on your lips, you can put it everywhere. And this is such a beautiful product for any sort of special occasion when you know you're gonna be wanting your makeup to look as flawless as possible, because it actually blurs out your skin and just leaves a really good base. For brows, I would recommend using more of a natural looking brow product, just because you want your brows to look a bit more on the softer side, because we are gonna be doing more of a soft glam look. I'm gonna be using this Rodial Glamo Brow in dark ash brown. This is really nice because it's actually dual ended, so it does have a spoolie on one end and then the pencil on the other. And the pencil is really, really fine, so you get those nice natural brow hair strokes. I really like when my eyebrow pencils are dual ended like this, just because you can keep on going in, you can make a little line, blend it out, and that's what's gonna give you the most natural look. So I like to take a line right here at the bottom, and then just give really light strokes over here on the tail. You definitely want to do your eye makeup first when you're getting ready for your wedding, just because you don't want to be touching your face after you already have like foundation and concealer and everything else already on your face. Whether you're going to be doing your own makeup or if you have a makeup artist, you may just want to mention, they probably will already know actually, to do the eyes first before the makeup. Sure, we're gonna go ahead and prime the eyes with my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot. You just want to go ahead and buff that in. It's a little bit thicker, so it's gonna provide a better base to like cancel out discoloration and leave an even base. This palette really inspired me to want to do this like bridal makeup. It just looks like the perfect bridal glam palette. So we're gonna start off with this shade right here, which is called Orange Soda. Oh my god, I didn't even say what this palette was, but it's the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam Palette. I've already used it a couple times and it is amazing, because you guys know I love the Modern Renaissance palette. That's actually my favorite palette of all time. But honestly, this may have taken its place already, because it just has such nice like transitional shades. It has a lot of warm tones, but you also get some like shimmery shades in there. It's so, so beautiful. So like I said, we're gonna take the shade Orange Soda on a blending brush and just blend that into the crease really softly. So we're gonna take a couple of the transition shades and really focus on this outer part, and then blending inwards just with like whatever's left on the product, on the brush, I'm sorry. So we're gonna take Burnt Orange next, the shade right below the shade that we just used, on a slightly more thin tapered blending brush. So this is the Morphe M503. And like I said, we're really gonna focus this on the outer corner here and then blend inwards. It's really universally flattering, so no matter what eye shape you have, no matter what eye color, these warm tones are really gonna bring out your eyes and just make it look really, really like glamorous but effortless. And also the shape of this, like the shape that we're creating with focusing on the outer corner, I feel like it's so versatile and so flattering on everybody. Now with a really teeny tiny brush, this is the Morphe M506. I'm gonna take Sienna, which is actually one of my all-time favorite ABH colors, so I was really excited to see it. And this, I just feel like this has such good transition shades. So I'm gonna take that and kind of press it into that outer corner. You do wanna keep this shade the lowest out of the two shades that we've already applied, because this is the darkest shade, so it's gonna give the most definition, but you wanna concentrate it right there in the crease. You always wanna go back in with your fluffier blending brush and blend out the edges so that everything looks nice and seamless, as if the colors just kind of like melt into not one of another, but one another. Guys, it's been a crazy day. I've had like 5 fruit snacks. I've had like 2 granola bars, an oatmeal, a Mexican food feast, a Red Bull. I'm feeling it though, you know? Like I feel kind of jittery. Like that's why I can't really talk right now, I feel. Like my speech is very impaired. I mean, don't do that if it's on your wedding day. And then just right here, right at the very edge of the crease, you want to put a slight amount of the shade Cypress Umber, which is kind of like just a dark chocolatey brown, just to further define it, and only use a little and blend it out. Okay, so once you have that preliminary base blended on, don't worry, we're gonna clean this up, but you just wanna have it nicely blended out, and it will take a while. It took me a while, but we're gonna start to work on this section right here. I do wanna keep it more on the soft side. We're not gonna do like a harsh cut crease or anything like that, because you just want it to look very classic and beautiful. But I do like to add on just a little bit of shine right here. So I'm gonna take this Hikari cream eyeshadow pigment in the shade Shine. Perfect name. This is a really pretty like golden tone cream eyeshadow. That is what it looks like. It has such a beautiful undertone, and it's really, really pigmented and long lasting too. So I'm just gonna apply this right here in this section, right in the middle of the eye, and then blend that into the warmer transition shades. Because we're applying it just right here in the middle, it actually just gives it the prettiest like ombre effect. It's really, really pretty, but it will add just a little bit more shine and, you know, what's it called? Attention to the eye area. And you want to make sure to blend it out really nicely. We're gonna go back into our ABH Soft Glam Palette and take this shade over here, which is called Tempera. I always want to say Tempura, but yeah, Tempera. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply that right to the base with this Skone Cosmetics large shadow brush. This one's really nice because it actually has a wide head on it, so it just packs on eyeshadow really well, and I like the tip because it's actually a little bit more precise. I actually don't have another brush similar to this. It's a very unique shaped brush, and I can kind of carve out the eyeshadow, but really, really softly, because we're not doing a cut crease today. Like I said, we just want to kind of pack on that shadow to make a diffused look. See how, like, because we added that slight bit of shimmer right here, you can't really tell that we put a bronze shade under there, but just having that base gives the eyes a little bit more sheen in that area, which I think is really, really beautiful, especially if you are going to be taking a lot of pictures with flash photography, which I feel like at weddings, they usually do, right? I haven't been to that many weddings, so I don't really know, but my consultant Nick just told me yes. Okay, so we are gonna add a slight wing. I feel like wings, for me, they make my eyes like look a little bit more elegant. I feel like they just kind of elevate the look a little bit and give it, you know, more of a like kind of look, which I feel like I would want for the big day. But it's totally up to you if you want to add a wing on, if you just want to maybe add some dark shadow and smoke it out, if you want to add a brown wing or like a different colored wing. It really depends on your preference, and you can always talk to your makeup artist about it. If you are hiring a makeup artist, you can ask them like what they think would look best for like more of like a soft glam look, because I know everybody's eye shape is going to be a little bit different. But for me, I'm just going to add on a really tiny wing. I was gonna say teeny tiny, but then I missed the teeny. So yeah, a really teeny tiny wing. And I'm gonna be using this brand new product. This is actually from Sigma, and it's the Liquid Pen Eyeliner. So you guys know I love the Wicked Gel Liner, so they just came out with like a pen, and it has a slight sheen to it, which normally I don't like, but when you're doing flash photography, sometimes it, again, adds that extra bit of gleam to the eyes. For this, you just wanna add on a really small dainty wing. Dainty is a good word. Once you have your ring on there, you kind of have a good base as to where, you know, you want your eyeshadow to stop. So you can go ahead and clean up right under that wing. And it'll also help once we put on like our concealer. That helps a lot, but just to get that color out of there, you want to have a makeup wipe on deck, you know what I mean? Alrighty. We're gonna go ahead and apply some lashes, and today I'm gonna be using this pair. It's actually from Lily Lashes, and it's the Makeup by Samuel Style. They're actually a little bit less dramatic than like my normal pairs, and they're more wispy. So these look very, very natural on the eyes when you're wearing them, and I feel like for bridal makeup, you don't want it to look so dramatic for the lashes, at least I wouldn't. I would definitely want to go for more of a natural look, but these still look really beautiful in pictures, and they do have that really pretty like cat eye kind of flared out shape on the end. So again, you're still going to be working towards the same end goal of like having it lifted on the outer corners, which again, I feel like is very flattering on anybody and everybody. But before we do that, I am gonna add on some mascara so that we can prep our lashes. You do not want to apply mascara on top of that lash because it's literally just gonna ruin them like right then and there. So for my mascara, I'm gonna be applying this brand new one from Benefit. It's the Bad Gal Bang Mascara. It is so good, you guys. I love this wand, which honestly, I don't usually like plasticky wands like this, but I love this one because it really like latches onto each individual lash and just gives you the maximum amount of volume and length and everything like that. And it just really like, it just does something to my lashes, you know what I mean? Like it just amps them up, like I said, maximum volume, but it's actually really lightweight, so it's not gonna weigh your lashes down and create that like awkward space between your natural lashes and your falsies. And supposedly, I mean, I haven't tested this out yet, but supposedly it's supposed to continue that volume for 36 hours. That's a big claim. That's over a day. That's like a day and a half. Like, what? Do you see this? You just want to place those lashes down, make sure they're really, really secure, especially on the outer corner and the inner corner. That's where I place like most of the glue, I would say. I mean, obviously you want an even layer all across the band, but definitely make sure you have a good amount on that outer and inner corner. I like to go back in and kind of press the false lashes to my natural lashes so that there's not that space like I was saying. So for primer, you definitely want to go with something that your skin needs. So if you have oily skin, you probably want to go with, you know, a pore filling primer. If you have skin that's more dry, you probably want to go with a hydrating primer like Too Faced Hangover RX, or even the Makeup Forever hydrating primers are really good, and the Smashbox one is amazing. But for me, for my skin, I have more oily to normal skin, but I do like to have that radiant glow. So I love using a primer oil. This is my favorite. It's from Smashbox and it's the Photo Finish Primer Oil. And then I'll go over that only in the areas where my pores are most visible. So right in the T-zone and down here, like towards the inner parts of the face with the Benefit Cosmetics Professional Pearl Primer, which has a slight bit of a radiance in it. So it's still gonna give you that luminous look that you need when you're a bride, but it is going to smooth out the skin and fill in your pores. Okay, so for foundation, again, this is like the type of product that you really do need to use something that's gonna work for your skin type, because not everybody's skin is gonna be the same. But one thing that I can say is you definitely don't wanna use anything with SPF, because if you use anything with SPF, you're gonna get flashback. And like I said, I feel like most weddings, like the photographers will always be using flash photography, and Nick confirmed that. But yeah, you definitely don't wanna use anything with flashback, because that's just gonna make you look kind of like ghostly, and you don't want that. So for me, my favorite foundation right now is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, because it has really nice coverage, but it still looks like skin. Like, it doesn't look like you've just caked on a bunch of makeup. It has just such a beautiful, radiant, but natural finish. So that's what I'm gonna be using. But again, I feel like you really do have to cater to your skin and your skin type, and also what you want. If you want more of a matte foundation, I feel like the Too Faced Born This Way foundation is beautiful and will serve really well for like a wedding makeup look. You know the drill. We have to brighten up those under eyes with the Becca Cosmetics Brightening Under Eye Corrector. This is like my ride or die, or at least I should say just a ride or die product for me, because it just makes such a difference in the brightness of the under eyes, but it doesn't add like shimmer or glitter or anything like that. It just adds such a beautiful, soft radiance. Do you see that? And then we're gonna go over that with concealer, obviously, and make it all perfection. So then for our concealer, we're gonna go over this shindig that we got going on with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I would recommend using anything, again, that works for your skin type, but I would definitely recommend a lighter weight concealer, just because as you're gonna be smiling and laughing and, you know, possibly crying throughout the day, you don't want your concealer to be caking up at all. So this one's really nice because it is kind of more on the hydrating side, so I feel like it never does that for me, and it never looks, you know, turquoisey, even if I wear it all day. Get right up under that wing. For bridal makeup, I actually don't want to look like shimmery or glittery at all, but I still want to have that nice radiance to my skin. So I'm going to go in with this City Color Glow Duo. I like this one a lot because it's actually really easy to blend, and it has a nice natural radiance to it. Obviously, you guys see the theme here by now. We're not doing like heavy makeup, so we're not going to bake today, but I still want to set the parts of my face that get more oily throughout the day, just so that we don't crease too much. So I'm gonna take this powder from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Airbrush Flawless Finish, and I'm wearing the shade 2. And I'm just gonna dust that really lightly onto the under eye area where we normally would crease, and also right here on the smile lines, because I get a lot of creasing there. But this one's nice because you can continue to build it up and touch up throughout the day, and it never like builds up or gets cakey or anything like that. For bridal makeup, I don't usually, like, I wouldn't add on like a ton of contouring and stuff like that. You just want it to look more on the natural bronzy the bronzy side. So I'm just gonna really quickly bronze up this outer corner and almost use this as a contour powder. How perfect is this? Look how cute. A little heart blush from Too Faced. This is the Too Faced Love Flush Long Lasting 16-Hour Blush in the shade Baby Love. And honestly, this does last a really long time. Like, blushes are usually the first thing to wear off in your makeup, but honestly, these blushes, the formula is so good that it actually stays on your cheeks. So I think it's perfect for a wedding, you know, when you're gonna be dancing, when you're gonna be having fun, you know, living your life as a newly married person. I apply it on the cheeks and then buff that shade back. For highlight, I'm gonna be going into the new Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. I was really excited to try this out. I tried it out yesterday for the first time, and I think it's really nice because it does have that sort of liquidy glow about it, you know what I mean? It's not like a super powdery highlight, which is definitely what you want to go for when you're going for highlight. You do not want it to look like you just threw glitter and shimmer on your face. So some that I would recommend is this one if you have it. I think the Mary Luminizer by The Balm is amazing, especially if you have a little bit more of a fair skin tone. This one does have a slightly more golden undertone, or if you like a gold undertone, the what's it called? Gilded Honey by Laura Geller is amazing and has a similar formula, and also MAC Cosmetics Oh Darling. Now for that bottom lash line, I'm pretty much just gonna take the exact same shades that we used on the top and layer that under the bottom. So I'm just gonna apply these with a pencil brush so that we can get some precision, because you don't wanna smoke it out too much for this bridal look. I want it to be more subdued. The darker shades, you definitely want to concentrate on the outer corner and just blend it really lightly towards the center. And for this ceremony look, you wanna look very bright-eyed, so I'd recommend going in with a like nude or white colored eyeliner. This one's from Tarte Cosmetics and it's the Fake Awake. So we're just gonna pop that in. And to finish off that lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with the Benefit Cosmetics Bad Gal Bang Mascara. This is amazing for the lower lashes, especially, honestly. It's so good, like, because if you can see, the actual applicator has like a tapered end, so you deposit, so the wand actually deposits like most of the product on the outer corner, so it already gives you that perfect cat eye shape, not cat eye, but like tapered out shape. It's amazing. Obviously, we're gonna do a nude for the lips, but the trick is you don't wanna do too light of a nude. I'm actually a huge fan of light nudes on an everyday basis, but honestly, for wedding pictures, it's just gonna look a little too flat. You wanna have something with a bit more liveliness to it. So I'm first gonna go in with this lip pencil from Contour Cosmetics. This is the Lip Kit pencil, and it's in the shade Juju, which is just a really nice peachy nude, but it's a bit more of a dark peach, so we can really create a nice contour for the lips. It has a really creamy formula, and it's actually really long lasting, so that is perfect for, you know, this tutorial. Because this has such a long lasting formula, if we fill in the whole lips, it's actually gonna create a really long lasting base, so even when, you know, the lip product that we put on top of it starts to wear off, you will still have something underneath. And then for our lipstick, I felt like this was the perfect bridal lipstick color. So this is from Tom Ford. I know it's a little bougie, but like, it just, I couldn't even not use it for this tutorial. So it's Tom Ford Blush Nude. It is the prettiest nude color, but it has definitely a nice blushed undertone. So like I said, it's gonna still make you look a little bit more lively than like a really light nude would be. Okay, so this is our finished look for the ceremony. It's very natural. It's like, you still got that glow, but you're looking natural as you should be looking on your wedding day. To amp it up, so like I said, Izzy did this, like my friend Izzy, when it was her wedding day, we did this for her when she changed her dress into a shorter dress for the reception. She just wanted it to be a little bit more smoky, a little bit more, you know? So we're gonna add on some black liner first and foremost. This is the one that I'm gonna be applying today. It's the Tarte Cosmetics Sex Kitten Eyeliner, and it's in the shade Black. It's super duper dark, and it's really pigmented. It's gonna be like really long lasting, honestly. They're supposed to be waterproof. So again, if it gets emotional, you know, you're taken care of here. But also it's supposed to have 12-hour power, so it's gonna stay on all night while you're dancing the night away. I like to go in and just kind of buff out the edges just to make sure it looks as smooth as possible, and I'll usually go back in with another layer of mascara as well so that it doesn't look too what's it called, separated, if that makes sense. And then to really amp up the eyes, we're gonna take the shade Sultry from our ABH Soft Glam Palette. This shade, ooh, it's good. This is like the one shade that I was like, damn, that is a beautiful shade. So I'm just taking this and applying it, kind of patting it into the eyelid, all over the base of the eye where we previously had that lighter shade, and oh my god, I'm actually in love with this color. It's so pretty, and I think it's perfect for, you know, that reception. And look, it took like 2 seconds and you look like you have a completely different eye look on. I'm just gonna place a little bit more of that right here on the outer corner just to even everything out. And if you need to touch anything up, this would be the time to do it, like when you're already touching up your makeup, making it look a little more party ready. I would definitely go in with that Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder because like I said before, it really does not cake up at all. So you can just continue to apply it to your oily spots and make everything look nice and blended together. And I personally would usually go back in with my MAC Fix Plus just to make sure everything's like nice and melted. Congratulations again to anybody who's getting married soon. Hopefully you have a really nice wedding. And hopefully this video helped you out, whether you're hiring a makeup artist or whether you're gonna be doing your own makeup. I think that honestly these steps and this tutorial is pretty easy to follow. Maybe just do like a few practice rounds beforehand and make sure that you have the products that will work really nicely for your skin and be really long wearing on you. But other than that, I hope you guys liked it, and thanks again to Ipsy and the brand partners for all the products that I used in this video from my glam bag. And that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!